What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. I'm Chinmo. Got another video here for you, talking about an event that we just held this past weekend. Before I get into that, I gotta do this. If not, I get yelled at. Thumbs up. Hit that notification bell for when we drop videos like this. We're gonna be trying to bring you guys content on a regular basis. So you want to make sure you subscribe because we're also going live every other week or so, and leave a comment, especially on this video. I want to know if you've ever been on one of the crawls, if you've uh, been done anything like this outside of 3 Men in the Basement, anything like that. Let me know how I did on the pickups, which you'll see later in the video. Uh, but yeah, I do want to talk about the comic crawl that we put on. This one right here. This past weekend was our winter comic crawl up in Massachusetts/New Hampshire. Uh, this was just an all around awesome time. And we had an awesome group of people come out. They're always a fun time. The next one's always better, and it's just always so much fun. I always look forward to it. It's a lot of work putting them together, and I don't mind doing it at all because it's so much fun hanging out with everybody, going to these amazing shops, digging and picking up some awesome stuff. Before I kind of get into everything I picked up and showing off some of the shops, I want to talk about the three shops that we went to, with a big shout out to each one of them. First one is right here is Richard's Comics up in Hudson, New Hampshire. Uh, Richard, thank you so much for opening up. Really appreciate it. Richard's always got an amazing inventory. You can check him out on IG. But thank you so much for opening it up. And kind of the best thing about Richard's Comics is it's kind of a two for one, if you will, because not only do you get Richard's shop with his awesome inventory, but then you also get Jim Modern Bard Comics, who works with Richard, and he had his stuff there as well. So it's kind of like a two for one, which is awesome. And Jim is such a nice guy. He gave us amazing deals throughout the whole day. We were there for probably 2 hours, maybe a little bit more, digging through comics, toys, all the kinds of stuff they have in the shop. So thank you very much, Jim. I appreciate it. I know everybody had a blast up there, and we're already talking about we can't wait to do the next one. So thank you very much for opening up the doors for us. And that was just stop number one. Then we went on to stop number two down in Burlington, Massachusetts, my LCS, my weekly comic shop, which is Counterplay Comics, right in Burlington, Massachusetts. Amy and Eric have such an amazing shop. They're such wonderful people. So thank you so much for letting us come in and dig through. This is another shop, guys. They've got it all. They have comics, collectibles, cosplay, as they say it right there. There's comics, there's toys, there's video games, there's records, there's gaming, a little bit of everything in here. I'm in there every week, sometimes more than once a week. But they were gracious enough to let us come in. We had 15, 20 guys walk in and just going digging through. We were in there for about an hour and a half or so. So thank you very much for opening up the doors. And then last but not least, we went up to Lawrence, Massachusetts, and this isn't his store, but he does run a show. Jason at Little Giant Comic Shop up in Lawrence, Mass. He hosts his show this April 5th up in Concord, New Hampshire. But he has a shop in Lawrence, Massachusetts, where he was gracious enough to let us come in and kind of cap off the crawl at the end of the day there. So thank you very much for opening up the doors. If you guys have not been up to his shop, do it. It's a really cool shop. He's got not just comics and toys and collectibles. He's got antiques and sports cars. He's got a little bit of everything in there. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, those were the three stops that we went to. There was about 20 of us throughout the day. A handful of us went out to dinner after, which is always kind of my favorite part of the day because we, get to hang out, talk, talk about the stuff we picked up and just enjoying, because a lot of times there's a lot of people we don't get to see every day, which is great. So it was a really fun time this year. So thank you to the three shops that welcomed us in, and thank you to everybody that came out. Hopefully you guys had fun. I know I did. Everybody I talked to said they had a great time. And if you weren't able to make this one, hopefully you'll be able to make the next one. We try to do these a couple times a year. whether it's up here in Massachusetts or down in Connecticut in that area. But yeah, always be on the lookout because we try to do as many of these as we can a year. We love hosting these events. But yeah, before I kind of talk more about it, let's go over to some footage that Otto shot of the stops. So, if it's poorly shot, guys, it's not my fault, it's Otto's. But let's check it out. So there you go. There's some of the footage that Otto shot. I actually don't know what it looks like as I'm recording this. I'm hoping it turned out well. But it was a super fun time. We had a lot of people come out. Thank you to everyone that showed up. Hope you enjoyed it. I know a lot of guys got a lot of great deals, found a lot of awesome stuff. We had a great time hanging out all day long. Dinner at the end of the night was great. So it was such a fun day. I love doing these crawls. Put a lot of effort into them. So it's always great when the turnout is a awesome time. Also, check out we'll put them in the link down below, but I know Mike from Lunch Money's doing a video. Noah from Broke Boy, Los Comics. A bunch of people are filming and doing a bunch of awesome stuff this day. So we'll put those links down below to their channels and everything. Check out the content they made for this because everybody had an absolute blast. And we picked up great stuff, which is what I'm going to cut over to now. I'm going to break it down store by store and everything I picked up. So check it out, guys. All right, guys, here we go. Here's everything I picked up on the crawl. As you can see, it's probably half a short box, just over. It's a toy in there, some other cool things. But let's jump into it. Let's dig into everything I picked up. Okay, here we go. Stop number one. Actually, first thing here is actually not even a comic. It's a toy. Picked up this 3-pack of the DC Superheroes Justice League animated style, the Bruce Timm kind of style, as I like to call it. Mainly for, right there, that guy, Reverse Flash. I love these figures. I have a ton of them. Didn't have this one, so I picked it up. It's actually pretty cool because most people picked up stuff other than just comics. And you'll see, actually, I have some other stuff other than just comics too, but just about everybody picked up comics plus more. So we'll start with the toy. We're going right through. First book, Superman Annual #1. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forget. It's blanking. I'm blanking right now on why this is a key of some sort. It's like first Earth 1 and Earth 2 Superman or something like that. Let me know why I'm mistaken, because it's something though. Book number 2. Right there, awesome Scotty Young, Cable, and Deadpool cover. Also, you guys are going to see prices on all these books and stuff. Just ignore them because that's not what I paid. I got some great deals at all the stores. Next book was one of the Walmart specials. Got this Halloween horror Swamp Thing special along with Swamp Thing #1 as well. These are awesome. I have a handful of these. I didn't have the Swamp Thing ones, so I picked them up. And I also picked up the Christ on Infinite Earths Part 2 because it's the homage cover here, which is awesome. Yeah, I'll just keep this going here. I'm just going to keep moving books out of the way, though. Next up is an awesome run, in no particular order. I got a lot of great Star Wars filler for my run. I've been putting this run together for a long time because they became pretty expensive, and they came back down a little, but it's hard to find these in high grade at low prices, and there was a whole bin of them up at Richards, so I was pretty happy. All of these are in very, very nice shape, and it's a bunch I didn't have, so now I'm actually pretty close to completing this run. I think I'm only like 10 issues away or something like that, and I have all the big keys, so it really is just kind of just the filler issues, which is great. But even those sometimes can be a little expensive, so I was pumped to find a bunch of these in high grade at cheap prices. We have 79. Oh, I love this. This cover, next one is awesome. This awesome red cover, which I believe is a Simonson cover, Walt Simonson cover. Yeah, issue 62. There's a mixture of newsstands and directs, which doesn't really make a difference to me, but it's a cool mixture of them. Issue 73. Pull those out of here because I got a bunch more here. We got issue 74. Probably should have put these in order, but kind of ran out of time. But it's okay because they're all just awesome books. Issue 66. Issue 67. This is a great cover too. I love this cover. Issue 69. Oh man, just another phenomenal cover of issue 52 with Vader on the front there. So awesome. But yeah, that was a nice stack of Star Wars books. What else did I pick up there? Oh, here we go. This is the first Aisha, first her, I guess technically, from FF. I'm gonna put it with my Guardians collection, along with this book, Nova number 8. This is the first Nowhere and Cosmo. Great for my Guardians collection. I'm actually pretty close to done with that, minus, first Groot, and I need an Iron Man 55. But other than that, I got them all. Shout out to Adam, Illustrations. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. As much as I didn't say it then. But no, I appreciate it. He found this book. He knew I was looking for it. So he hooked me up. Which is a great part of these crawls. Everybody kind of knows what everybody's looking for, and you find it in the bins, and you just shout it out to the person next to you. Let's see, next book, another great key. First Kamala Khan. This is one of those books. I think it's going to be very similar to, Spider Gwen, Miles. Maybe not on that exact level, but kids today are growing up with these characters, so can't say no at that kind of price. And then it wouldn't be a haul for me if there wasn't some kind of turtles in there. Awesome retail incentive, not a retail exclusive. I believe it's a Jetpack exclusive Eastman cover for the IDW run. Next up, a book I didn't have. Kind of pumped to have it now, but it's first Rhodey as War Machine, which is cool. West Coast Avengers 94. And then I had to pick up something for my Flash run. Issue 199. It's in pretty good shape too. So great cover. I love all those Silver Age, Bronze Age flashes. And then the last book that I picked up at Richards and Modern Bards was my man, Booster Gold. One of my all-time favorite characters. Had this on the wall. He knew I loved it. He threw it in for me. So thank you very much, Jim. I appreciate it. But yeah, that is my haul for the first part. And let's move on to part number 2. All right, store number 2 was my LCS Counterplay Comics. Eric and Amy are amazing people. They have such a great store. They put out a lot of awesome bins for us, which I believe they had there the whole day. So it was for everybody that was in the store, which was great. But picked up a lot of awesome books digging through that table with everybody. I just love this cover. It's a Deadpool, but it's a Howard the Duck. It's a What the Duck cover. I thought that was really cool, so I picked that up. This is a cool second print. This is the first Deadpool 299 second print, and it's a newsstand. So figured why not. Nice Doctor Who issue. I'm a big fan of Doctor Who. I did not have that issue, so pretty pumped. And kind of continuing with from the last store, I picked up more Star Wars for my run filler. A few more I didn't have, very nice high grade. These next few I did have, but a couple of them are slight variants, and I got to look up the difference on them, but had a bunch of the Return of the Jedi miniseries, which is pretty cool. And you'll notice, I got newsstand direct, but there's a slight difference on the actual prices. So I don't know if it was just because some were in packs, some weren't. I don't know, but I was pumped to grab a set of these, actually technically 2 sets of these, which is pretty great. As you see, they weren't in bags and boards. He had them on the discount bins that he put up on a table for all of us to dig. There was toys, there was comics, there was Hot Wheels, there was cards, there was kind of everything on these tables, and it was an awesome way to dig. So thank you very much to Eric and Amy for that. So yeah, I'm absolutely going to keep at least 1 set of these for myself, and then I don't know what I'm going to do with the other ones. I do know someone that wants one, so I'll probably give it to him. Let's see. Also found on the bins right there, this is first Blackheart, Daredevil 270. Book I didn't have, and that's pretty high grade, so that is definitely one that's staying with me. Also, I don't really know this. I think it's a second print. I just thought it was a cool Deadpool cover. I'm probably gonna get killed in the comments about this, but is that the Phillies mascot? I don't know. It's one of the mascots, not positive, but it's a cool book, so I decided to pick it up. And I had to pick up some more Turtles. Turtles Savage Dragon. You always see issue number 1, but you never see issue 2. So Had to pick it up to complete that set. Awesome Captain Marvel. I think this is like the first Goose. I could be wrong, but I picked it up. This is the first this Marvel Team Up, the number 5. This is the first Sam Jackson, Nick Fury, if you will. Again, guys, these are in no order. Just great books, though. I had to pick up a nice... There was a lot of sketch covers. I think almost everybody left with at least one sketch cover from Counterplay, and that was in the bin. So had to get me a Star Wars. I don't know. I'm going to get someone to do something at one of these cons I'm going to this year. So if any suggestions, please let me know. Love me some Swamp Thing. Got the annual number 1. This is another great cover right here. Spidey 2099, issue 39. That was a cool cover. And then, I don't know if you've ever played these video games, but I absolutely love them. This is Batman Arkham Knight number 1. Arkham City was my favorite out of the series, but great, great video games. Picked up a Crisis on Infinite Earths number 8, Death of the Flash. As you saw, I picked up the Walmart version of it. That's the actual version. Awesome What If. Hulk had the brain of Bruce Banner. Great book. And then this one is going with my animated collection of Batman and Robin Adventures Sub-Zero. So that was pretty sweet. And then I had a few more books from there. Pull them out here. Like I said, guys, we were just building stacks and stacks, which is awesome. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. I got Mr. Miracle, number 18. This is the last Jack Kirby on the run. It's also the, pretty sure it's the wedding of Mr. Miracle and Big Barda. Picked up a Rick and Morty D&D number 1. I might get killed for this. I've actually never seen Rick and Morty, but I love Dungeons and Dragons, so, you know, $3, why not? This is the Adventures of Supergirl. This is from the CW show. This is like the book they put into it. I collected all those, and I, for some reason, don't have a number 1 Supergirl, so now I do. Also, I mean, it's Gambit. I had to pick it up. This is pure 90s greatness, foil cover. I mean, top it off, it's Gambit on the cover, so... and then, of course, more Star Wars. This is issue 81. This is Boba Fett coming out of the Sarlacc pit. Honestly, it's not really a key. I guess it was when the show came out, but it's still a great book. So I couldn't say no. Along with a nice little turtle key. If you guys don't know, the Archie run of Turtles is, I think, drastically undervalued. There's so many keys and first appearances of different characters throughout this whole run. But this is issue 19. This is the first Mutanimals. This one's relatively kind of well known for Turtle fans, but awesome book in a newsstand, so absolutely picking that up. This is a book I've never had. Pretty pumped. This is a 3rd print, but I don't care. Chew number 1. That's a book you just don't see too often in any printing. And of course, I'm pretty sure this one's a first print, but Chew number 2, go along with it. I've had friends read this series and tell me they absolutely love it, so maybe I'll start reading it. You know, pick up some trades or maybe hunt down the single issues. But then the last little stack I got from Counterplay. A lot of books, guys, here, so thank you. Sticking with me here. For the Demon run. I love Jack Kirby. I love the Demon. So, issue number 4. I got 2 copies of issue number 5. I'm definitely keeping the highest grade for myself. And then actually same thing with issue number 6. I didn't realize I got this many. I thought I only picked up 2, but I got 1, 2, 3, and 4 copies. Did not realize I picked up that many, but I'm going to keep the highs for myself. Finish off this run. It's only a 16 issue run. Issue number 7, which I'm keeping. This is the first, is it Clarion? Is that his name? The Witch Boy, though. That's his first appearance, which I do not have. Then issue number 12, I also don't have. It's nice because this is decently high grade and for a black cover. And then in issue 15, which I do not have. So a good amount of that run is now done. I have issue 1, I have issue 2, and a couple, I think 2 other random issues, but this helped fill out a bunch of those holes. So That was the haul from Counterplay. An absolutely amazing stack. It was so much fun digging through all the bins with everybody, especially where I'm there every week. So it's a lot different going in on a Saturday with everybody. It was a great time. So thank you again to Eric and Amy. And then moving on to the last stop here. So the last stop we went to was up in Lawrence, Mass. It was Little Giant Collectibles. Jason and runs the store up there. If you've never been, he's got a little bit of everything. So I had to pick up some Silver Age, Flash from my run. Issue 156 and issue 173. Two darker black covers in pretty decent grade, so I was very happy to add those to my collection. It's slowly getting down on the Flash run, just the really big issues now. But then I'm actually going to put a picture up of what I bought next because they're so small. But those were the only comics I bought from Jason, because the other two things I bought from him were some original art of Sal and John Buscema. I did that backwards. This one's Sal, this one's John. But I mean, a Hulk and a Silver Surfer. Some of my John Buscema is one of my all-time favorite artists. I love Sal Buscema as well. Jason gave me a great deal on both of these, so I couldn't say no. But walked away with both of those, very happy about it. And yeah, that is the entire haul for the Comic Crawl, Mass Comic Crawl. Let's jump back over to me sitting in front of the computer. So there you go. That's everything I picked up on the crawl. Awesome stuff. It was great deals. Some stuff I was not planning on picking up that I'm very happy I did. I love these days. It's an all-day event that we do. We had 3 stores this time. Very thankful for them to open up the doors. Thank you again for everybody that showed up. Hopefully you guys will be able to make the next one. Next one we'll probably be doing down in Connecticut in the fall. But before that, we got a bunch of shows coming up, including next month in March down in New Jersey, King Kong. Greg puts on an awesome show. I kind of showed at the beginning too, but we'll also be up at Jason's show, Little Giant, in April up in Concord, New Hampshire. And then right here in May, the Swap is back, May 17th, Newington, Connecticut. The show that we put on every year. It's such a fun time. We got food trucks, giveaways, vendors. We got an amazing raffle. Come down, hang out, have a good day, and then come to the after party. We have a super fun after party planned with some karaoke and a bunch of other cool stuff. So a lot of cool stuff coming up. You're going to see us at a bunch of different shows and a bunch of different events. So hopefully I will see you guys on the next one. See you later.